Today, on Be Something Wonderful, speak to your subconscious mind to manifest shockingly fast. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are back in our studios in the US after a beautiful visit to the city of Medellin, Colombia. And right before we left Medellin yesterday, we released a powerful video, How to Manifest Your Dream Life in 7 days. And we gave you a 7-day challenge to affirm, I am God and there is no other, or I am reality and there is no other, or I am source and there is no other. For 7 days, right? To create your dream life. And this was based on a video that we did about 1.5 years ago when we received an email from a creator who had found our channel and affirmed, I am God and there is no other, for 6 nights, fell asleep to that, and woke up on the 7th day a millionaire, winning $20 million. This is powerful, huge windfall, right? And we covered that in that video, and I'm going to link both videos. The video that we released in Medellin yesterday, and the video that video was based on 1.5 years ago. It relates to today's conversation because the first session I had this morning after I got back was with one of you that wanted to talk about your specific person, right? And why the relationship is not unfolding as you would like it to be. And Tom, maybe it's something in my subconscious that's blocking me. All of these discussions came up. And it's interesting, one of the things that she wanted to unfold was there was a corporate Christmas party that's actually now coming up this Saturday with their specific person. It's his company, his party. And he wasn't sure. He mentioned it to her, but then had doubts of whether he was even going to go, and doubts whether he was even going to invite her. Right? So these were one of the things that was on her mind. Well, she took the challenge yesterday. All day she was affirming, I am God and there is no other. She said in the evening he called last minute to invite her to the corporate Christmas party that is this Saturday. He decided at the last minute he was going to go. And then he decided at the last minute to invite her. She goes, Tom, I was shocked. It unfolded so quickly. But this is because, remember, this is the discussion we had. Remember, you're always speaking to your subconscious, your consciousness. Remember, you're all of it. You are all that is. But there's a greater reality that you are part of, but you're also all of it at the same time. I and the Father are one, and the Father is greater than I. That's the great paradox that the ancients presented to us. But you are that one divine mind. You are that one reality, taking on certain perspectives or viewpoints or vantage points to know yourself as that. So that greater reality is always greater than whatever vantage point or viewpoint or perspective that you have. So let's talk about these ideas today and more. So it's not so much about reprogramming anything. You're not reprogramming God. You're the program. You are that subconscious mind. You are consciousness. You are all that power. There is only one universal conscious intelligent mind, one absolute knowing and awareness, one God, one reality, one self-aware existence, and you are that. That's why when Moses asked God, who shall I send sent me? What's your name? And God said, I am that I am. I am who I am. I am that one existence or divine mind, that one universal mind, that one existence, that one isness of reality. The great I am, the Father of Scripture. But remember, you, as I am awareness, are a center, and the center in your reality of that one great intelligent conscious mind as the Son of God. taking on a certain perspective or viewpoint, right? You are that essence. So what is the experience then of the subconscious when we talk about impressing it and all of that? Remember, that's just your story within the greatest story ever told. The greatest love story ever told, as I've talked about many times, is I am. I am who I am. I am that I am. Before Abraham, I am. That's the great story. And you get to tell your story within that great one love story. What's your experience? Your story or program is what you might refer to as the subconscious. Right? It's just your story. It's who you believe you are. Right? Your identity, your self-concept. You believe it so much that you don't even question it anymore. I am who I am. But remember, who you really are is one with all of it. And your story is created new in every moment. In every moment you're new. In every moment you're a new identity, a new reality, shifting from one perspective to another perspective. That's your experience as the Son of Man. The Son of God, that divine being that's one with all of it, has a certain program or story in every moment as the Son of Man, having your physical experience. That's big. So Max Planck, the famous scientist, said this: all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. He's pointing to that one divine mind, that one consciousness, that one awareness. The program of this one conscious, intelligent mind is perfect health, limitless wealth, unconditional love. It's the perfect consciousness and awareness of yourself as I am. I am that I am. I am who I am. I'm that one perfect consciousness. That's the ultimate program. But you get to determine your perspective of that one consciousness, that one program. You're all of it. This is what I wanted to show you today. The great paradox then of Scripture is understood and reconciled with this knowing. The idea that I and the Father are one. The Father is greater than I, or I am. In other words, it's not but. It's not the Father, I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. It's and. I and the Father are one, and the Father is greater than I. Greater than any perspective or viewpoint that I can have at any one time. Greater than that I'm consciously aware of in this moment. But you're not separate. It's all one. You, as I am awareness, are the one conscious center of the one universal conscious intelligent mind, with one will or program, if you want to call it that you have and are perfect health, limitless wealth, and unconditional love and well-being. And is forever and ever greater than any story or program that I can tell or speak into being by my physical experience. Wow. That's what that great paradox means. Do you see it? You are that one mind, that one universal mind, right? That has one will. What's the will of God? That you are and have everything. That's the one program or will of that one mind. That you have perfect health, limitless wealth, unconditional love and well-being, because you are love. And that one mind is forever and ever greater than any story or program that you can tell or speak into being by your physical experience. That's how the great paradox is reconciled. So remember what subconscious and subjective mind mean. Subconscious simply means below your conscious awareness at this moment. That's all that means. Subjective mind means subject to your conscious awareness or your story you're telling or the program that you're creating at this moment. See, it's below your awareness and subject to your story, subject to your conscious assumption of who you are. That's the power. You're all of it. So that there's no separation between consciousness, subconscious, and conscious mind. They're one mind. It simply means it's below your conscious awareness at the moment. Right? When we believe something, when we assume something as our identity, as who we are. Well, we believe it so much, we assume it so much as the truth of our being that we don't even question it anymore. But it's always subject to who you say you are right now, no matter what. Wow. Right? That's why in John 19:11, Jesus said, you could have no power at all against me unless it had been given from above. From above, right? Subconscious means below that awareness. Your conscious mind is one with the great conscious mind of God, the great I am. The subconscious is everything around it and within it. And you get to determine your experience of it. It's always subject to your command, who and what you say you are. There's only one consciousness. You would have no authority over me unless it had been given from above. So remember, you exist in all stories or in all programs, all identities, all possibilities. But all of them are below and subject to the only true story, I am. Wow. All of them are below and subject to the story that you're telling right now, your conscious story of I am. That's why it was shocking to her how fast that happened. She affirmed, I am God, there is no other. She allowed herself to be that one mind, that one power, right? Before Abraham, I am. Before any other possibility, any other person, thing, event, thought, or feeling, or assumption, or program, I am. I am that awareness. This is powerful today. A Course in Miracles, I've mentioned this in a few videos now, summarize the law of conscious reality creation perfectly with this one verse. I've talked about it before, but today I'm just seeing it in a different light. Remember, we're in this now moment. We're in a powerful new now moment, seeing this for the first time from a different perspective. What would you see? This is what A Course in Miracles asks about your reality, your experience. What would you see? The choice is given you. What would you see? The choice is given you. You will look upon that which you feel within. Now they're pointing to consciousness, right? But what do they mean by that within? Some of you say, well, that's your subconscious, but it's just consciousness. It's you as that one divine mind. In other words, it's your story or your program or your conviction of being or your self-concept or self-image of I am. But that's new in every moment. It's subject to your assumption right now as the conscious creator. Remember, you are not the old dead thoughts you remember in your head. You're not them. Or the old dead feelings that you have memorized in your body. Wow. You're not those old dead thoughts that you remember in your head or those old dead feelings that you have memorized in your body. You're none of that. You are the greatest story ever told. You are the great I am. You create a new story or program in every moment and are speaking with your consciousness or your subconscious mind in every moment. It's not some big dark place hiding out, wreaking havoc on your life and sabotaging your life. You get to declare what it is right now. Wow. And she showed that by affirming, I am God and there is no other throughout the day. Right? And her perception became wider. She became more aware of who she is and that reality of being at that Christmas party with her SP. Remember, I want to say this again. You're not those old dead thoughts that you remember in your head or those old dead feelings that you have memorized in your body. You are that great awareness of consciousness within which it all has its being. Just say the word and cast your net again, as I've said many times. Speak to your conscious mind to manifest shockingly fast. You're always speaking to it in every moment. That's powerful. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on our videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere in social media at Tom Kearin or at Be Something Wonderful. And for being part of our membership channel, just a few days, we're going to be coming to you live this Sunday, December 22nd, 2024, with our next live event on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. If you're a member, join us. I'm going to be answering your questions live on the chat and also hitting on the topics and questions that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. Then the next day, we are headed up to Park City, Utah to do some snowboarding. And I'm going to be coming to you with some beautiful content from there. So stay tuned. A lot more coming, guys. This video got out a little later this morning than normal, but here it is. Guys, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.